Hey, welcome back to Life Sculptors podcast. I'm your host, Dante Poole. I'm really your conversationalist. We have conversations about where I read a children's book and then we have an adult conversation about it. And I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to hold space in your life and to be able to share some thoughts and some things. And my hope is that the conversation uh, continues to help you become a better version of you. One of the questions I was thinking about this week is um, about, problems. And like, we have a complicated relationship with problems. I'll say it that way. Like, we spend a tremendous amount of energy just trying to avoid them. Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We don't ask for problems. We don't plan for problems. And we certainly don't go looking for them and don't welcome them when they come. But and when a problem shows up, our first instinct is to do one of three things. We'll either fight it, we'll avoid it, or we'll try to fix it. And and when we're trying to solve our problems, right? We rarely stop to ask questions like, what if I'm wrong about the problem? We do not. We do not. Well, not wrong about the fact that it's difficult. Not wrong about the fact that it's inconvenient. Not wrong even about that it's real. Right? Problems are real. Right? And some problems are really hard and challenging and complex. Right? But that's not what I'm talking about. Uh, What I'm talking about is, what if we're wrong about what a problem really means? Mm, 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 mm. So, I'm always curating books for the conversations, and I ran across this series by Kobi Yamada. It's called "What You Do Matters," and there's three books in there, and I'm probably going to talk about all three at some point. But this first book that stood out to me is "What Do You Do with a Problem?" And I don't know about you, but I feel like I've been in a season of a problem that has been lingering. It's just been lingering, right? Like it just won't go away, right? It's just like, and what I've concluded is there are some things that I'm supposed to get from this lingering problem. And so what really struck me about this book is that it really isn't about problems per se. Like, this book is really about our relationship with problems. Oh man. And so as I read it to you today, you know, and as you listen to it, I want you to consider whether or not we've misunderstood problems. Hmm. Maybe we've misunderstood them altogether. And so I'll read, you listen, and let's see what we can conclude. What do you do with a problem? By Kobi Yamada. I don't know when it happened or how it happened, but one day I had a problem. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I really didn't like having a problem, but here it is. It was there. Why is it here? What does it want? What do you do with a problem? I thought. I wanted to make it go away. I shooed it, I scowled at it, I tried ignoring it, but nothing worked. I started to worry about my problem. Like, what if it swallows me up? What if my problem sneaks up and gets me? Or what if it takes all of my things away? I worried a lot. I worried about what would happen. I worried about what could happen. I worried about this and I worried about that. And the more I worried, the bigger my problem became. I wished it would just disappear. I mean, I tried everything I could to hide from it. I even found ways to disguise myself, but it still found me. And the more I avoided my problem, the more I saw it everywhere. I thought about it all the time. I didn't feel good at all. I couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me. I realized that I had to face it. So even though I didn't want to, and even though I was really afraid, I got ready and I tackled my problem. When I got face to face with it, I discovered something. My problem wasn't what I thought it was. I discovered it had something beautiful inside. My problem held an opportunity. It was an opportunity for me to learn and to grow, to be brave, to do something. It showed me that it was important to look closely because some opportunities only come once. So now I see problems differently. I'm not afraid of them anymore because I know their secret. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. The end. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. Kobi, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like this story is so relatable because it captures something most of us have experienced, right? The problem shows up, and almost immediately it begins to occupy space in our minds. We think about it, we worry about it, we complain about it, we try to avoid it, like we try to hide from it. We even sometimes become someone else because of it. And what's fascinating is the problem doesn't seem to grow nearly as much as our attention towards that problem. And maybe that's where some of us get stuck. We assume the problem is the problem. But often, right, our relationship with the problem becomes its own problem. I told you this story isn't about a problem, but it's about our attention and our intention toward the problem. Problems follow a very simple sequence. A problem arrives, then our attention follows, then we interpret what's happening. We are changed and formed and impacted by the problem, and then challenge for us is not just that something happens to us, but that something happens within us because of it. I feel like I need to slow that down for us. This is not about things happening to us. This is about what is being developed in us because of the problem. I will tell you that a problem, I believe, problems come into our lives on assignment to develop us. It's just what I believe. That a problem is on assignment to us. I know we don't like them, and we would much rather, because we want peace and we want We want to stay motivated and hopeful and inspired. And problems seem to sap those things from us. They just come. We don't want to struggle. We want it to be easy. But I'm telling you, the road to easy never develops us. If you're gonna get better at anything, you're gonna get better at being who you are. You gotta have some problems. I think problems get a bad rap. Yeah, see? Okay, 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 okay. And see, problems, right? Like, why do problems demand so much of our mental bandwidth? Oh, golly, it's like you could have a problem, right? It could occupy maybe a tiny percentage of our lives, but it could occupy a huge percentage of our attention. The littlest problem could be something we worry a lot about. Mm. Here's what I want you to know. Our attention is one of our most valuable resources. And if I spend all of my attention worrying about a problem, trying to avoid a problem, then I'm missing out on some other things. I'm misallocating my mental resources towards something that may not require that much. See, not everything that demands your attention deserves your attention. Mm. And not everything that deserves your attention demands it. Yes, yes, yes. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. Not everything that demands our attention deserves our attention. And not everything that deserves our attention demands it. Yeah, see, we have to become better stewards of our attention. Oh, and there are so many things in our life right now that is just, just demanding our attention. Like even right now, while you're listening to this, you are getting notifications on your phone. I mean, they just are relentless. I'm at the place where if something says, "Hey, do you want to receive notifications?" I'm like, "No, I can check it on my own. You don't need to notify me or nothing. Don't notify me about Facebook, Instagram, Snap, TikTok, nothing. Don't tell me LinkedIn, nothing. I don't want to know nothing. Don't nothing." And speaking of social media, oh, that's what doom scrolling is about, a demand of your attention. There's so many things on social media to look at, so much. It's like information overload, but it is attention that they're after. The algorithm pays attention to what you pay attention to and then gives you more of it so you can keep paying attention. There's a reason why we say pay attention. It costs us something. Yes, it does. Or streaming. Oh, okay. Anybody other than me get sucked into binge watching something, and before you know it, you've watched all 15,000 seasons, every episode, and you can't get enough. You just have to finish. Oh, whether it's news or conflicts or people, there's always something demanding your attention. But I'll say it again, not everything that demands your attention deserves it. And not everything that deserves your attention demands it. Attention has become a commodity. Everyone wants it, but few things deserve it. Yeah, that part. And so when problems come, they begin to demand our attention. And what's interesting is that it demands our attention, we begin to start telling ourselves a story. There's a narrative that we tell ourselves about problems. We say stuff like, "This is not fair," like this always happens to me. Like, Like, will I ever recover from this? Like, how are we gonna get through this? Or like, I don't think I can handle this. Mm. The problem arrives, and the narrative follows. What's interesting to me is, what if you're wrong about the problem? What if the narrative you've been telling yourself about the problem is wrong? Yeah, that part. See, I'm reading a book by Adam Grant called Think Again. And in it, he says, we often favor feeling right over being right. Like we think we're right about ourselves. We do. We do. We'll say stuff like, ain't nobody know me better than I know myself. Sometimes that narrative you're telling yourself is shaping you more negatively than the problem is. I've said it to you before, like sometimes the way we talk to ourselves is far worse than we would tolerate anybody talking to us. Mm. There's a turning point in the story and the turning point isn't that the problem disappears. We all experience this turning point when we're dealing with problems. It's not that the problem disappears. The turning point is that we stop running from the problem. We stop avoiding the problem. We stop complaining about the problem, and we start looking at it. Mm. It's when curiosity replaces avoidance. Ah, I- you can't understand what you won't face. You can't benefit from what you won't let in. Maybe, maybe, maybe you're wrong about this. Maybe the problem is different than you really think because you haven't taken the time to really look at it. Mm. And sometimes what happens is old narratives, right, show up because a problem looks like an old problem. It looks like something that keeps reoccurring. Side note, if it keeps reoccurring, it means that there's something you're not learning yet that you might need to pay attention to so you can learn it. All of this, though, requires a shift in your mindset. That's my point, that you need a shift in your mindset. And this is critical because sometimes what we try to do is we we try to hold on to things that we need to let go of. As a matter of fact, I would say it this way: I want you to I want you to preserve the right to change your mind, but not just about other people's opinions, not just about other what other people think, not just about things outside of you. Like I want you to preserve the right to change your mind about you, about your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, your conclusions, your decisions. Not just politics and opinions and all that other stuff. No, about you. How about you preserve the right to change your mind about you? How about your circumstances? About your assumptions and your conclusions? When's the last time you thought about your thinking? The metacognition, thinking about your thinking. When's the last time you thought about your thinking? So this is less about problem solving and more about how you're being formed by your own thoughts, how who you are becoming, because problems don't simply happen to us. They come to help us become. Hmm. And every problem, I love the way the book says it, every problem presents an opportunity for something good. Every problem presents an opportunity for you to become a better version of yourself. Every problem presents an opportunity for you to become more resilient. It presents an opportunity for you to become more wise. It presents you with an opportunity to become more self aware, more courageous. And might I even say, it presents you with an opportunity to become more patient. And not just with other people, but more patient with yourself. Now, sometimes people will say, hey, listen, don't you go praying for patience because you're going to get more problems. I'm just trying to tell you that maybe the prayer is pointed at the wrong thing. See, we want to pray for more patience so that we can endure or outlast. But maybe we need insight. Maybe we need wisdom. Maybe we need the courage to look again. Maybe we need more self awareness so that we can deal differently with the problem. Because typically, when we're asking for more patience, it's usually around a problem. And I'm telling you, I don't want these to just be lessons to seek. No, no, no. These need to be qualities that forged or are forged when you are facing challenges. I want them to be forged in you. I want them to become attributes, virtues, characteristics, or traits that become a part of who you are, not just something I've learned. Okay, let's think about it like this. Like, what problem currently has your attention? And perhaps more importantly, what story are you telling yourself about that problem? hmm hmm Like, what if the next step isn't trying to solve the problem? What if the next step is seeing it differently? And I love the character in the book, right? The character goes from trying to avoid it to looking at it differently. And they conclude that, you know what? Problems have opportunities for something good. I'm not saying problems feel good. I'm not saying that they are good. I'm saying that they can produce good in us. They have the opportunity locked away in them for good. Hmm. See, the problem with problems is that often it carries two questions. A problem comes with two questions, too. The first question is, what are you going to do about me? See, a problem shows up and it's like, hey, what are you going to do about me? That's the first question. And that's a question wrapped around whether or not we're going to face it, avoid it, fight it, fix it, learn from it. What are you going to do about it? But here's the second question. Who are you going to become because of me? See, the problem when it comes in your life is asking, who are you going to become because of it? See, if a problem comes and you don't become more, you don't become better, you don't grow, then you've wasted a problem. And might I say, you have wasted your time. And you have set yourself up for a repeat lesson because it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And let me be clear. Now, while not every problem is sent to develop us, right? Some problems are just, every problem, though, presents an opportunity for development. Not every problem is sent to develop us. I get that because some stuff is just horrible. But every problem presents an opportunity for development. Problems enter our lives demanding our attention. They do. But the greatest impact comes from not from what they take from us, but from what they reveal and develop and invite us into. What if you're wrong about your problem? Something to think about. Okay. All right. Hopefully, there were some nuggets in here that helped you. And if you know that this made a difference and you know somebody else needs to hear this, please like, subscribe, and share. And like I always tell you, you are exactly enough. Until next time.